சரி நான் ரூமுக்கு மறுவா போவேன்டா போயிட்டு எனக்கு அடிக்க வேணும் ரூம்
காலித்
ஆ
காலித் ரத்துவான எங்க இருக்கு ரத்துவான
ரத்துவானு
ஓ
என்னவான
ரத்துவான எங்க இருக்கு
தோப்பு வேணா
என்ன
சிகப்பு வேணா
டேய் ரத்துவான எங்க இருக்கு
ரத்துவான கமையா
ஓ எனக்கு அது இல்ல கேஸ் உண்டு உண்டு யார் போன் ஒன்று வந்து சரியா ரத்துவானே அவங்க யார் நீங்க போனோட தானே ரத்துவான எந்த ஊர்
அது ஐட்டதான் வேலை இல்லடா
ஓகே
நீ ஐட்டட கதை விட நீ ரத்துவானடா ரத்துவான இந்த போன சேஃப் ஆயிருக்கு உங்களுக்கு நம்பர் வேணுமா காலித் நம்பர் வேணுமா 23 நம்பர் இருக்கு உனக்கு அனுப்புறோம் போறோம் சட நேரம் எனக்கு ஒரு அனுப்பினே ஃபோர்வர்ட் பண்ணிடுறோம் போறோம் நான் அதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணல
வாட்ச் அவுட்
வைத்தேன் நம்பர் 2 ரிகோல் போட்டு ஓடி ஓடி ஃபைட் ஹைப்ல ஏய் ஆட்ட நம்பர் 4
I got supplies.
Hey.
The phone let go. Ramunu kara.
Watch out.
Sueta beka sini pon. Final very good. Pacha camera. Lamar is fine. Point.
Don't give up. Your teammates can still recall you. Please recall me. Please recall me.
டேய் காலித் ரிகோல போய் சொல்றா.
எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சு. அட இறங்கல் அடிமண்ட வீக் சரி வராத.
எனிமி சோய்த மேலுக்கு.
ஒண்ணுக்கு ஈக வந்த.
ஹல்ல பாபா ஹல்ல.
ஏய் டொண்டுதான். ஐயோ.
நீங்க ரிகோல போங்க. நீங்க ரிகோல பண்ணுங்க நைஸா போய்.
ரிகோல கவர் ஆகி பிடிக்கணும். ஒழுங்கா கவர் ஆகணும்.
ரிகோல பண்ணுங்க.
I'm recalling a teammate.
பாப்பலாம்.
Thanks.
பாத்தியா வாராயிலே. சரி. கூட வரையில ரூட் பண்ண போறேன். ஏய் அவன போறோம்டா.
I got supplies.
இங்கிட்டு தான் இறங்கிற நீ போன் எதிரே போ. என்ன கண்டா?
I got supplies.
காலேஜ் நம்மள போட்டான் காலேஜ். அவன போறணும் காலேஜ்.
சரி போம்.
பின்னடா
ஷார்ட்கட்
Watch out!
பின்னால follow me.
அடே போடா போறதுக்கு சாரி இப்படி
I'm knock. Bro, backside enemy. Backside, I'm one knock. Bro. Where are you going? What's bunna mana? Ingada pora.
Ayo recall re.
Enga போறான் பொட்டு
recall பண்ண போறேன்
இந்த பொட்டு எங்க போகுது இத நொக் பண்ண கில்ல எவடு தெரியல அடே மதர்ஃபக்கர் நம்பர் 4 where are you going இவன் நொக் பண்ண கில்ல இது மட்டும் தந்திக்க போறான்
ஐயோ
உசிரே ருஹுவானே Khalid எஜி வெளிய வா Khalid வெளிய வா
அவட ரெக்கால் முடிஞ்சு வா இப்படி இறங்கலாடி வா சார்
It is showtime! I got supplies. Don't give up. Your teammates can still recall you. Please recall me. I'm recalling a teammate. Please recall me. Thanks. Awesome. I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks.
बाबा मुझे मदद कर.
I got supplies. Watch out!
என்ன ஃபோன் விளாடுறா?
Let's fight together.
என்ன
Good
ஃபோன்
luck,
விளாடுறா?
mates.
எவ்வளோ வருதா? என்னடா அவனு பண்றான்?
Good luck,
எழுதுக்கு வருதா?
mates.
கேட்கல. நீ கையை விளங்குல கேட்க சுற்று கேட்கும் போறோம் சார்.
30
30
புதுசா பழசா?
பழசி
நோட்டை ப்ரோ 30 என்னடா பொய் சொல்றான்டா அந்த சூத்தியா. எவ்வளோ பேர்த்த செல்லண்டா?
55
பையன் சென்னானா நம்பல.
கேட்டு பார்த்தேன். நோ டவுட் இல்ல.
டீம் வாங்குற ஹாஸ்பிடலுக்கு அடிச்சா.
வர கீழே
सामू दुश्मन ने चेपो
அடிச்சுட்டால
ரீகன் கிட்ட போறேன்.
எங்க நான் போ
ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಂಗಿ ಜಪ್ಪೆ
சூப்பர். கவரேஜ்
மாமா ரீகன் வேற இடத்துல
Awesome. Thanks. Please recall me.
Number 4 recall bro.
Wait.
இல்ல பொட்டனோடடா பின்னுக்கு பொட்டனோடடா சியா தொனக்கு பின்னுக்கு தண்டா.
I got supplies.
இன்னத்தனா போய் பாத்துட்டு வரேன். நீ நான் கில் பண்ணிட்டு போ.
Awesome. Thanks.
முடிஞ்சா
இல்ல recall
எம்எஸ் ல முடியல.
recall சைட்ல
என்ன பேர் ரீகால்
எங்க எந்த ரீகால் மார்க் பண்ணுங்களே.
ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் சைட்ரா. எம்எஸ் ல முடியல.
Awesome.
அப்புறம் ஸ்பெயின் போட வராறா. இதுக்குள்ளே பாய போட்டு படுத்துட்டு போனோம்.
அப்புறம் செத்துனா என்ன சொல்லுவோம் உங்களுக்கு?
I'm recalling a teammate.
103
Thanks.
எனக்கு 52. இந்த 72 பேஜ் 68.
எனக்கு 280
64. எனக்கு 100க்குள்ள ஆகணும்.
apa? Lu nggak korek itu dua.
Don't give up. Teammates can still recall you. I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks. I need a weapon. I need a weapon.
இந்த கல்லுக்கிட்டே ஜா
மார்க் பண்ணுங்க.
உங்களை பொட்டிக்கு முன்னுக்கு அதான்
என்ன
Awesome. Awesome.
நான் இங்கே இது எழுதிடுறேன்.
I got supplies. I got supplies.
அப்படியே ப்ரோடக்ட் செஞ்சு வேணுமா?
I need a weapon. I need a weapon.
Help! Help!
நான் ப்ளஸ் ப்ரோடக்ட் வேணுங்க.
Watch out.
வேற மை
Watch
கத்தி
out.
குடுக்குது.
Watch out. Watch out.
எனிமி இந்த வண்டில போறாங்க. வண்டி
Watch
இங்கல.
out. Watch out.
சியாத் எனக்கு பைப் அண்ட் புல்லட் தர சியாத் பைப் அண்ட் புல்லட்
என்ன அவ்வளவு மொக்கையா மிஸ்
இந்த வாகனம் போடியே. எங்க போனியா வண்டி? அதுக்கடையில மான்ஸ்டார்ல போறான். மான்ஸ்டார் ட்ரக்ல எங்க ada nó hay nha.
Watch out. Watch out.
ஓட்டாங்க கீழ.
Help! Help! Help!
இவங்க சொல்லுங்க அடிக்கிறான்.
Help!
பாக்கணும் இந்தியால.
Watch out.
என்னடா நடக்குது எனக்கு?
Watch out. Awesome. Watch
நான்
out.
கூட ஜாவறேன்.
Awesome. Watch out.
பொட்டி போஞ்சிரனா. ஒருத்தர் ரீகால் போக போறோம் பாத்து.
I got supplies. I got supplies. I got supplies. I got supplies.
டேய் ரீகால் பண்ணி இறக்கிட்டான் ஆல்ரெடி. ரீகால் பண்ணி இறக்கிட்டான். M4 லாம்லையா?
இல்லனே.
Watch out.
दारा माइक कर रही.
Watch out. Watch out.
बुलेट को
I got supplies. I got supplies. I got supplies. Awesome.
Press ever the horn.
Watch out. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks.
Pretty cool. Oh my god. Jaidu, no, open the time. Kaana the bus is jam. Jaidu, Arjit channel, look at me channel, Munuke. Ingo orra.
In the recently concluded PMPL South Asia Spring 2022, they were naturally one of the favorites coming into the tournament. The Mongolian teams always occupied the upper floors of the scoreboard, and IHC was in the top 3 for a good chunk of the league stage. stage. However,
भइरहेको छ म सोचिरहेको थिएँ रिच अगाडिपट्टि रुखको कभर पनि छ स्मोक फालेर थोरै अगाडि आएर मेबी नेड गर्न सकिन्छ यदि तपाईँलाई प्रिसाइज पोजिसन थाहा भने हेर्दा हेर्दै टिएक्सले आफ्नो प्लेयरहरू उठाइसकेको छ त्यही एउटा रुखको कभरमा रहेका थिए फ्र्याङ्कले थोरै साइड एङ्गल बनाए बट मैले आदेशलाई माथिपट्टिबाट डिफ्रेन्ट एङ्गल समातेर बसिरहेको चाहिँ देखिरहेको छु एफजीको प्लेयरहरू आज पनि सही रिजल्ट निकाल्न सक्छन् जस्तो लागिरहेको छैन विल अफ टी यहाँबाट एलिमिनेट हुन्छ भने ओहो फ्र्याङ्की भन्दैछन् ओके गन त चल्यो डक पनि निकाल्यो अब अर्को तरिकाले पनि फिनिस निकाल्यो भनेर मैले भन्दै थिएँ आदेशको पोजिसन एकदमै सही छ भनेर उनी लास्ट प्लेयर रिमेनिङ हुँदा मेबी सर्भाइभल पोइन्ट आउँछ कि केही गरिकन भनेर भाग्दैछन् भने T2K आफ्नो जर्नी कन्टिन्यू गर्दैछ कुट्दैछ उनीहरूले टिमलाई
लफेटेड ट्राई त गरिरहेको छ भने ग्याल्जन कम एसपीमा पनि एग्रेसन देखाउँदैछ यहाँ आई लाइक बिकज अलिअलि पुरानो ग्याल्जनको भाइब आइरहेको छ भने नो फियर फाइनली मिनी 14 को एक्सनमा देख्न सक्छौँ मिनी 14 वान अफ माई फेभरेट गन पनि भनिरहेको छ फाइनली के नक्लिङ सक्छ त भन्ने कुरा हो फाइनली आइस अफिसियल 3 जना रिग्रुप गरिरहेको छन् भने ग्याल्जन स्टिल कम एसपीमा छ नो फियर पनि ओपनमा गएर पुश गरेर 3 जनाको अगेन्स्टमा चाहिँ आई डोन्ट थिंक उसलाई थाहा छ भनेर कि त्यहाँ 3 जना छ भनेर रिचको एडभान्टेजले खेलिरहेको छ आइस अफिसियल ग्याल्जनले एउटा राम्रो मोलिटक तर कसैलाई पनि कनेक्ट हुन सकेन उसलाई पनि आई थिंक मोलिटक आएको छ त्यो पनि कनेक्ट हुन सकेको छैन भने ग्याल्जन पिक एन्ड फायर दिँदै आइस अफिसियलले स्मोक भित्र आई थिंक एकदमै राम्रो शट हामी देख्न सक्छौँ ग्याल्जन
पक्कै पनि ग्याल्जनको तर्फबाट पनि सर्ट्सहरू केही गइराखेको नै थियो नो फेयरले एङ्गर चेन्ज गरे यहाँ आइसको एकजना प्लेयरलाई डाउन निकालिएको छ बाँकी दुईजना प्लेयरले पनि हिल अप गरिसकेका छन् अघि निकै नै लो एचमा रहेका थिए प्लेयर्सहरू जन्माराको इग्रेसनलाई अब यहाँ ब्रेक लाउन सकिनेवाला छैन एन्ड आइसको टिम एलिमिनेसन फेस गर्न सक्छ तर त्यो बिचमा ग्याल्जन गर्न बी टेकन डाउन तर सही टाइमको सपोर्ट रहेको थियो नम्बर एडभान्टेज रहेको थियो एन्ड ग्याल्जनलाई अब त पक्कै पनि रिभाइभ गर्न सकिनेवाला छ जन्माराको एकदमै राम्रो सुरुवात हामी यहाँ देख्न सक्छौँ मा गेम कन्भर्ट भइसकेको छ रको टिमसँग पुरै सर्कलको कमान्ड रहे सँगसँगै प्लेयरहरू थोरै ओभर एग्रेसन देखाउँदै अगाडि बढिरहेका थिए स्लिपनटले प्लेयरलाई डाउन निकाले स्मोक पप भएको छ मेबी प्लेयर रिभाइभ गर्ने चान्स उनीहरूले पाउन सक्छ 27 सेकेन्डको टाइमभित्रमा प्लेयरले रिभाइभ गरेर हिट त गर्ला तर अगाडि नबढी त साध्य कहीँबाट पनि छैन
ओके अपेरेन्टली फ्युचर गेमिङ रहेको छ जोनमा बट रको टिम रको टिम जोनमा रहेको छ फ्युचर गेमिङ एजमा रहेको छ सो द्याट्स वाइ कन्स्टेन्ट प्रेसर लगाउने कोसिस गर्दाखेरि सायद ओभर एक्सटेन्ड भएको छ यो फाइट एक नेडमा म्याच फिनिस हुन सक्थ्यो बट त्यो नेड अहिलेको लागि आएको छैन बट ओके यो नेड ड्यामेज डिल गरेको छ बट यसले अझै पनि गेम समाप्त चाहिँ भएको छैन अब जोन आयो अब जोनको ड्यामेज फेस गर्नुपर्ने छ सायद अब त सकिन्छ बट यहाँ टिएक्सको प्लेयरको एन्ट्री आउट अफ नोवेयर देख्न सकिन्छ टप 2 मा गेम
ट्रेबलले त्यहाँ केही हदसम्म प्लेयरलाई टेक डाउन गर्न सकिन्छ कि भनेर युज पनि गरिएको थियो भने रोकिदा दी आइजिएलको अगेन्स्टमा भेनम लेजेन्डको प्लेयर घुसेर सर्ट दिन्छ त्यहाँ टेक डाउन गरियो किल पोइन्ट एड गरियो एसजीलाई अब त झनै पनि सतर्क भएर बस्नुपर्ने हुन्छ तर ओ अप्रोच अलिकति डिफरेन्ट रहेको थियो गोर विथ द्याट पर्फेक्ट नेड एजेको फलोअप नेड हामी यहाँ देखिराखेका छौँ के यो नेडले पनि डाउन निकाल्नेवाला छ त मोलोटपको प्रहार पनि हामी यहाँ देख्दैछौँ ब्याक टु ब्याक ट्रेबलले प्रेसर बनाइराखिएको छ त्यो तर त्यो सही ठाउँमा पनि चाहिँ गएको छैन एजेको अगेन्स्टमा नेड पारियो ड्यामेज त्यस्तो युज दिएन तर एजेलाई अब आइडिया रहिसकेको छ कि प्लेयर एक्ज्याक्टली छन् कहाँ त भनेर उनी थोरै पछाडिबाट यहाँबाट सर्ट्स यदि त्यो कनेक्सनमा ल्याउन सक्छ त्यो नेड भने त्यो पर्फेक्ट हुन्थ्यो तर ओभरकुक हुन पुग्यो त्यो मोलोटपको प्रहार फेरि पनि ग्याङ्स्टाको अगेन्स्टमा ग्याङ्स्टा डाउन हुनुपर्ने हुन्थ्यो तर समहाउ उनी त्यहाँ बस्न पुगे
Yes, Venom Legend को skills देख्न सक्छौँ ओहो राम्रो शॉट्स फ्रम एजे यूएमपी को एकदमै राम्रो शॉट देख्न सकिन्छ भने हिल गरेछ आफुलाई चाहिँ फाइनली उनीहरूले पुश गर्ने ट्राई गरिरहेका छन् भने टप 4 टिममा पनि छ हामी ग्याङ्स्टा र रिप्सन लास्ट 2 प्लेयर फ्रम टिम भेनम लेजेन्ड अगाडि नै छ 4 जना उसको टिम एसजी लाई वान म्यान डाउन गर्दै भेनम लेजेन्डको ग्याङ्स्टा एन्ड अर्को म्यानलाई डाउन गर्न प्रयास गरेको थियौँ बट असफल हुन लागेको छ भने वी क्यान सी एजे अगाडि बढ्दै लास्ट म्यान भेनम लेजेन्डले खोज्दै आई थिङ्क एकछिनको मात्रै समय हुने भयो बट एकछिन भने टाइम लिँदैछन् वाइप आउट गर्न बट स्टिल स्काइलर्स गेमिङ सफल भएछन् यहाँ भेनम लेजेन्डलाई वाइप आउट गर्न एङ्गलमा पाएपछि they are trying to close in आदेश jump and punch हामीले आजकल मेटा देख्न सक्छ jump and punch को सो यसमा आइरहेको छ भने गेन्जी पोइ सिधै बगी लिएर चाहिँ अट्याक गर्न खोजेको थियो बट सिधै नक हान्नेवाला छ DRS ले
दिलक वाइटी को एकदमै सही शट रहेको थियो भने रुल ओसी यहाँ देख्न सक्छौ क्रेबल उनले पालेका छन् के त्यो कनेक्सनमा आउनेवाला छ या देवीको प्लेयरलाई टेक डाउन गरिनेवाला छ टिम एक्सट्रिम एकजनालाई नक निकालेर एउटा पुश निकाल्दै हामी यहाँ पुश निकाल्छौँ भन्ने आजको साथमा रहेका थिए अरूको प्लेयरलाई पनि यहाँ ट्रेड गर्दै पर्फेक्ट हेड शट कनेक्सनमा आएको थियो फर्स्ट बुलेट नै एन्ड टिम एक्सट्रिम अल अफ दिस सडन लास्ट म्यानमा कन्भर्ट भइसकेका छन् एन्ड टिम एक्सट्रिमका के कोरबजले यहाँ क्लच गरेर देखाउन सक्छन् आई डाउट एकदमै मुस्किल पर्नेवाला छ उनलाई उनको एचपी पनि लो भइसकेको छ इजी यहाँ ट्रेड गरिनेवाला छ टिम DRS को तर्फबाट
In the recently concluded PMPL South Asia Spring 2022, they were naturally one of the favorites coming into the tournament. The Mongolian teams.
And you guys can also. Of IHC go of what's going on around it. The fact that the players from Regicide they can improve their position just by catching someone off guard. So I'm hoping something like that sports is going to look like in the mid-game stage just off this match.
Talk about the mid-game stages. I mean, DRS right here in front of our screens, and as you do see in the live rankings, currently DRS is sitting on 8th spot with 124 points in their pockets. Right underneath IHC with 128 points, only 4 points separating these two. Again, we can never say how things are going to be looking like in the future pages because I'm not going to lie, there's probably going to be a lot of pressure on teams like 52XRH, Deadeye Guys, and even Skylights Gaming because there were high expectations, and including IHC as well, high expected teams. We expected a lot of things, and these teams are not able to come true on those.
Well, let's see. For now, as you mentioned, 52X Rage, I think they are going to be quite upset with not even trying out for their usual drop spot, which was Stalba Kamenshki Hill, since that right now is a perfect position inside a circle like this in the early stages of the match. And this time they have to just play really far away from the circle, out in the open towards the western edges of the map. It is going to be quite interesting to see. I mean, it can put them in their comfort zone because they always usually do like to play late with a later rotation in the early game stages. This is rotating with the second blue zone, but this time there's a massive cluster of teams right in front of them, starting off with Regicide, there's Phantom Esports, then there's the threat of IHC from the north, so it's going to be quite difficult for them to cross over, and I want to see what path do they take to make it happen.
Talk about the pathways. I mean, clearly there's a clutter of team right in the smack center of the zone. I mean, TDK as well, they're trying to center on up. And what just happened here? It's okay, we can ignore that. We can let it slide. But yeah, Deadeye guys, they were trying to move around a bit. But TDK, as I said, they're also trying to center on up. So that means we're probably going to be seeing a lot of potential threat in the center of the map.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of action smack in the center. But as we did talk about TUF, it looks like there is going to be a slight collision with TUF and Train to Kill, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. For now, Regicide taking a few shots from the players of Phantom Esports, I believe, as Insane and his teammate have been spotted out, but Phantom Esports, they move on and disengage and fall to the other side of the sail. Now, Regicide, they are going to be a little bit confused about where the shots came from, but also relieved at the same time that whoever it was, they stopped and they left.
Talk about stopped and left. I mean, Phantom Esports already having a huge casualty on their side, right? 2 of the players got taken out. Unfortunately, the celebrity went with them, and things are not going that well, Johnny, even on the final day. Don't know what's going to be going through their minds right now because there's probably going to be a lot of pressure surmounting, as we did talk about this. It's the final day, and Phantom Esports is currently sitting on the 11th spot. So that's something they will need to try and acknowledge, because every single game is as precious as time.
Well, Well, definitely, it's going to be quite precious for them. And it is going to be quite intense as the day moves forward. One match ends, the next match begins. The clock is counting down from here on out, and they have to give their best in order to at least try and move up. Janmara, no fear, has in fact found the M249 quite early, and it is going to be a brilliant option for them in a circle like this that is leading towards the northeastern part and the northern part of the map quite heavily. If the circle moves towards Severny or maybe to the hills just north of Rozhok, then it's going to be completely open area fights, and in a situation like that with the M249 you can in fact provide really nice suppressing fire to your teammates. But look at the live rankings, Necro. We do see switch ups already. Regicide, it looks like, have gained an additional point and moved up to the 12th position.
Exactly, and now we're also seeing the zone close in, Johnny. That means a lot of teams will now, that were in the outskirts, they will need to try and move on in, including High Voltage, and talk about High Voltage. At this point in time, we might as well just count them out, because no matter how they play in the final zones or in the final moments, there's going to be a lot of pressure on this team, man. They'll have to go YOLO and look at High Voltage. They're already challenging a lot of fights, sitting out in the open too. That's quite a lot of confidence. But Waduji is going to peek out from the same angle. Don't know if that's a good idea or not, but that's definitely quite a lot of confidence that's speaking up. High Voltage, they do want to take these elimination points. They do want to get engaged in these battles. But on the other hand, we have Freestyle just spraying down the weakling in the front. No connections found, but still Seal. They're going to be quite safe for now.
Yeah, just fight happening just a little bit towards the southwest of Pochinki, and Seal Esports, Freestyle, both out in the open, but Baron with the high ground can in fact relay quite a lot of information for his teammates. But how useful is this going to be for them? We are about to find out. All four players from the side of Seal Esports huddled up together. Freestyle, they are a little bit further away from each other, but still in position from where it is going to be quite easy for them to provide a little bit of a cover fire. But Wally from the flank does see the back of Tyrant and does manage to connect a few shots on the opposition, but not enough to secure a knock.
Tyrant is still safe for now. It's finally going to be sitting inside the vehicle, and now going to try to book it inside the zone. That's quite a risky one too. Seal, they're trying their best to spray the man down, but still no casualties yet. Tyrant is going to be safe for now. He's trying to make it towards his teammates. The next zone's closed in, and the next circle is actually going to center on up, Johnny.
Well, still between Rozhok, Yasnaya and Severny, trained to kill. They are going to find quite a lot of safety from their position. They have sent Sandesh, on the high ground right there. And it's going to be quite interesting to see what sort of information will they be able to gather. But the surprise for Train to Kill, it's going to be the fact that the players from Regicide have in fact managed to take control of the northern edge of the circle and will be moving south in a few short moments. So it is going to, it can surprise the players of Train to Kill and make them, put them in a position from where they might just get caught off guard. But let's see, only time will tell what team's decision is going to be. But for now, Seal Esports, Leo and Demo, their rotation has been delayed. They are stuck in the blue zone, but again, this one is not going to put any significant damages on their health bars, and they can in fact stay quite safe using bandages and a little bit of boosters.
Talk about the boosters. I mean, Freestyle, they currently have a good spot on top of the players of Seal. They're also inside the zone. They're trying to gatekeep the players of Seal, but doing so, Mullik was a little bit too still, caught a little bullet, and Mullik now is definitely going to be a little panicked. So he decides to drive around and drive to a better and a safer spot. On the other hand, High Voltage looking pretty okay in this spot. Another team that is all the way in the bottom of the board. And Johnny, would you count High Voltage out at this point?
I mean, yeah.
All the way in the bottom, man, yeah.
Way too far behind in the standings, and it is going to be quite unrealistic to even expect a comeback from here on out. But even this is a surprise, because High Voltage, we all know, a very, very nice lineup. We've seen them perform, we have seen them at their best, and they do have what it takes to compete for the top position. So it's quite difficult to see them struggling like this. But I mean, you have good days, you have bad days, you have good tournaments, you have good runs in tournaments, you have bad runs in tournaments. It has to be just another one of those for the team. Hopefully they can recover, recuperate, and be back stronger in the next tournament. I mean, that's what I'm going to be hoping for.
Yeah. Wait for another opportunity, and there's plenty of them as well.
Yeah.
And thanks to Tencent, of course, a huge shout out to them. A lot of opportunities, and still, I mean, if you need more, then I don't know. Maybe just go back, wait another year, come back again, and try to play even stronger, I guess. But now we have 52x Rage. I mean, on day one, the rise was absolutely insane. They made a place in our hearts, but now after that, the downfall as well has been quite insane, Johnny. All the way just falling down in 9th spot. If I'm not wrong, they were in like top 3 in the day one, and now they're all the way in the 9th spot. That's a huge fall.
Yeah, that definitely is, especially for the team that is the champion of PMPL Pakistan. I mean, we were expecting quite a lot of great things for them, but hey, let's not forget, it's their first time at a stage this massive. It's their first time playing against these teams, and they do have a lot to prove. So it was going to be an uphill battle for them, and it's not like they're the worst performing team right now. They did put up quite a decent performance on day number 1. Day number 2 and day number 3 did not really work out for them. That's the reason the fall for them was quite drastic. But let's see if they can improve their standings by the end of the day and just move up in the rankings. But look at that, the circle shift again towards the northern side of the river, and Train to Kill smack in the center of things will also be in the center of all the attention in a few short moments. But hey, I hear gunfire, and that means someone has been taken out somewhere. High Voltage losing out on Assassin as Deadeyes guys start pulling on the trigger. It is a 4v2 situation in these compounds. Wadu and Extreme stuck in the middle of nowhere. Deadeyes applying a lot of pressure upon them.
The pressure's indeed there. All 4 players in the front, and now High Voltage has decided to enter the enemy territory. There are also some are down line paying the price for that. Assassin, a big man, has already been taken out, so that's a huge threat neutralized for the players of Deadeye Skies. On the other hand, even Shifu's damaged quite a bit. He's going to be able to patch himself up, but still it's a 3-on-4 situation. High Voltage, they're in a clear disadvantage, but they're still trying to fight it out. They still want to control. They still want a piece of this compound, but now finally the call's being made to actually eject from this compound. It doesn't make any sense to battle it out, because this battle has to be a downhill battle for you.
Well, yeah, it is definitely going to be quite tough, but what a brilliant move from High Voltage. All of a sudden, as they somehow figured out a way to back off, and Deadeyes guys decide to not press their advantage. They will just settle for that 1 elimination point from that fight, and it's quite an interesting turnaround. But hey, we do have the audience prediction in Necro, and as of now, the audience is siding with Train to Kill to walk away with his first chicken dinner. And I agree with them. I mean, they're smack in the center of the circle. They are in a perfect position.
Oh, they indeed are. And that's all you need, right, at this point in time. Yep. All you need is a good spot. And that's what they're able to get so far, and as long as they're able to do it, it's all that matters, too. Talk about this, Johnny. Now we have a lot of fights going in, and finally Ayat as well getting engaged in one of the fights. It's going to be Ayat just putting the man down and dusted. High Voltage, Waruji as well taking care of what's going on. High Voltage, they're getting picked apart.
Well, unfortunate fight for the lads of I-8, but TUF a little bit of distraction upon them from the other side as High Voltage also moves in, but this is going to be a loss for High Voltage. Extreme also down from being the last player surviving, takes down Crypto, but he's getting pushed upon the second man. He won't be able to deal with him, but oh my goodness, a suicide attack from High Voltage as they get taken out. They make sure I-8 goes down as well, and I mean, TUF, they are going to be happy about that push from the side of High Voltage. It just made sure that TUF are able to secure a few extra elimination points for free. Absolutely free.
That's absolutely crazy. I-8, one of the biggest names currently in the lobby, has already been eliminated next to High Voltage, and that's not something we all expected, because the previous 2 days, I-8 have been able to kick things off pretty well. But in this one, this time, I-8 is not able to do much, but Freestyle, they're trying to make a push out in the open, and it's 52x Rage getting a clear line of sight on the players, and they're able to take out 2 of the players easily. 2 confirmations there as well. Now it's all down to the final 2 players alive, Arham and Mullik. Mullik gets down as well. That means Freestyle, now they're going to be on 1 single foot, the final glimmer of hope alive, and there we go. Mafia Ninja is going to spoil their dreams as well.
It's going to be quite unfortunate for the lads of Freestyle here. But on the other side, Stalwart Esports against the players of Skylight Gaming with AJ getting taken out. And Nima goes down as well as Cry will succeed in spraying him out. Skylight Gaming caught in the middle of nowhere. Now Mafia Ninja has been spotted out as well. But there's a lot of distance for Top to actually just commit an entire spray at that distance. But Cry quite comfortable in his ability to secure that elimination point. Look at Pika, he's just blocking Gyalzin from closing in.
Nima still knocked out though. And here we go. Great spray from Nissan Rebel. Finds Gunner. Instantly thirsted as well. So now John Mara too. A lot of teams are taking early casualties. Some big hits taken. John Mara losing some of their key players. Gunner.
Well, let's see. Stalwart Esports quite content on making that push, but Gyalzin spots out action. This happened yesterday as well, Necro, where the Stalwart Esports just failed to push like this against the players of I8. Look at that. Top, he is in the water and has been spotted out by the East. Chifuse once again, a few shots. He's trying his level best to connect and finally does make an impact. Top has been taken out. As long as he's in the water, he can still move around, but as soon as he comes out, he's going to be taken care of. Pika from the other direction, also spotted out, takes a lot of damage, and now Stalwart Esports, a massive blunder from the team. Gyalzin, it is all set up for him. One nade on towards Pika, and Stalwart Esports, they're going to be out of it. But on the other side, the grounders against the players of Regicide, utility exchange between the two squads. And well, the nade is quite close. Extra, he needs to be careful.
And oh, look at that. IC finds an ice opening. Another one's going to be tossed in. That's going to be quite close. The Grounders, they're down to a 3-man squad, and this is something that the Grounders did not really expect. That separation not working out. Sensei's trying to fight a way out. But is that going to be easy? Task or not, the trifecta of death right here. IC getting involved as well. They find a nice opening against the players of Regicide, and they're going to be able to deliver on all sides. As IC now is going to try to close on in. He wants to go for the confirmation. The thirst is going to be there too. IC, indeed, the confidence is looking another level. Because IC knows there's some of those teams that has the best fragging powers in the entire game. And they might as well would want to abuse that. And that's what they're trying to do here. Turulov on top of the edge lines of the water. You will need to try and figure out a way to play things. Underneath the bridge lines too. Stalwart Esports still not spotted. Scry exactly knows what's going on. Turulov as well has a little sense of what's going on around him. And Skylight's Gaming, look at Gyalzin, he realizes the wall of death is closing in, and he will need to try and patch himself up as quick as possible. And that's why he just sits inside the vehicle. We'll try to bandage on up. But Gyalzin is still the lonesome survivor in that vicinity.
Let's see how long he will manage to stay alive. It's going to be quite important for him and his team that they do end up securing a few extra points. But hey, there is guys against the players of Stalwart Esports. Oh, Turulov, a few missteps. He goes in the water, but the players of Stalwart Esports are in fact already extremely low. So it's going to be quite difficult for them to actually survive. And
that's our prediction.
Few shots from the Tommy gun, the Thompson, and Stalwart Esports is out.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. Before predicting Stalwart Esports, I had IC in my head. So maybe IC will be able to do it too. Like, I literally had IC, but I still said Stalwart Esports just to be on the safer side. So IC currently is alive in the full force. But on the other hand, the Grounders are getting picked off again. IC, they're just not letting this trail go.
Yeah, I mean, the Grounders were caught completely off guard by the players of IHC, as the Grounders were distracted by Regicides a few moments ago. And look at that, what is going on with that, guys? One squad after the other. They have 7 eliminations already on board, quite close to the number IHC have. In fact, IHC sitting on 6 eliminations inside of this lobby right now. But DRS, look at them taking on the players of Seal Esports. Wally is out of it. Now it's up to Demo in the distance, out in the open. Gets in the vehicle, just tries to drive away to safety, but Rouge is going to try and spray him down. Hits the shots on the vehicle, but none on Demo. And Demo is just going to try and park it behind the rock, but the vehicle, it's about to blow up. And if it does, Demo is going to be in a world of hurt. And it is going to be quite difficult for him to try and save his teammates as well. In fact, as Killer is already going to be there, just racking up those elimination numbers for his team, one after the other.
Exactly, IT2 on the other side, only 2 players left alive. Blink of an eye and already IHC, they're getting dismantled. This is not a good news for IHC. Seal 2, they're currently on the receiving end. What's going on? Some of the Mongolian teams are getting picked off quite early. DRS as well, they're down to a 3-man squad. As I said, a lot of teams did take quite early hits and early of the game, and that's why we're seeing a lot of chaos already. As TUF as well, they're just falling down. 2 players knocked out. Legend as well is being traded, but that's not going to matter quite a lot. TDK, they're still pretty strong.
Well, T2K are looking very strong indeed, and I believe since Stalwart Esports, they have been taken care of already. The doors are open for T2K to move up in this game, but all they have to do in order to make it happen is win the chicken dinner with a lot of eliminations. Now look at that, the players from the side of Train to Kill are down, so they will need revives, but the circle is not too far away, and IHC find themselves in a wonderful position in the western edge, at the western edge of this zone. Since it's out in the open as well, the team's approach will be a little bit complex, and IHC can definitely capitalize on that and secure a few extra eliminations in these late stages of the game.
Talk about taking calculated risk, and TDK is able to just flourish in that aspect all the time. Sandesh gets knocked out again. TDK another casualty on their side. Legend was knocked out first, but now this time it's Sandesh. And he's also being thirsted, so TDK, you guys will need to give a little attention to Sandesh. If you guys are not going to be able to do so, then Sandesh might as well just be completely taken away easily. The nade crawls in quite close, but not close enough. Off the mark a bit. But it's okay. I'd see 2 players up still. Some of the strongest teams currently in the lobby is Deadeye Skies. Deadeye Skies, they have all players up, but they still need to make their presence inside the next zone.
Let's see, top 16's 18 players still alive. Train to Kill, 4-man strong. Jan Mara with 3 players. IHC with 2. Deadeye Skies, well, one of the lads is knocked out, and Jan Mara, they are quite too close to actually just lob a few nades and rack up their points one after the other. Look at that, True Love is going to be taken care of. No Fear, he's quite close. Lobs a Molotov over there right behind the tree, and True Love is in fact going to burn alive, but Shibusa, he takes him a little bit to the right just to avoid the burn damage or for extended periods of time. 1 nade in the same spot, and it's a job well done, but True Love, he's back in action, has been revived. Shifu is going to get knocked out right after a big mistake stepping out from behind the smoke.
Oh, that's a huge find as well. That means No Fear is going to be able to inflict a lot of fear in the players at Deadeye Skies. Position compromised. No Fear taking a lot of shots, but he still finds another one. Turula falls down too. No Fear. What is this man doing? He's single-handedly just flipping the tables. He's flipping the odds, but still Deadeye Skies, they're crumbling down, and Deadeye Skies will eventually be taking out the game as well.
And now there are just 5 teams remaining, 14 players alive. Train to Kill looking very strong, especially look at Jane, 6 eliminations secured all by himself. But now Rebel from the side of their DRS, he's going to spot out the lads from IHC out in the open. Godless, he's going to be taken care of. Alex is going to be the last player surviving for his team, and DRS, it looks like they know exactly where he is, but the blue zone is closing in on their position. It's not going to be easy with Phantom Esports right next to them. Smokes have been laid out carefully to avoid any sort of vision to the lads of Phantom Esports, so that DRS can freely move inside the circle, but the blue zone is here, and the next circle is just going to be smack in the middle of all of these teams. Everyone will be forced to move out of their comfort zones and step out in the open. It's going to be quite interesting to see which team will be able to walk away with this match's winner chicken dinner.
Exactly, but look at that. It's tossed quite close in there, Vico.
Oh! That's overkill.
Vico, what's going on? Just straight up flips the Vico on top of his dead body, but still, DRS. 3 players up for that team. On the other hand, TDK as well is alive with 3 players. Or actually scratch that, 4 players. I'd see we're able to get one of the knockouts. So it's at least something that's going to cover up the distance, or that's going to equalize things up a bit. IHC might just be sandwiched here because they're just trapped between 2 teams. They don't really have a lot of breathing space here.
Well, let's see though. Borderless, a few moments ago, I would have thought IHC were done for, but oh! Big mistake by Seog. Taking the buggy out in the open, gets knocked out for free by Rebel, and this is just going to be a free pickup for the lads of DRS. Delta.
Yeah.
He's in a perfect position to secure that elimination. Train to Kill, losing out on their advantage. It's a 3 versus 3 versus 2 now. And it is going to come down to between DRS and Train to Kill. Let's see. I see they're keeping their heads down as well right now.
Yeah, I like the way ITC is thinking here. Let these two duke it out and try to stay as solid as possible. How did he just see him like that? Rebel having some nice vision on the players of ITC, some eagle eyes indeed. Spots him out instantly, cuts his lifeline off, and now trying to kill, and DRS duking it out against each other. Rebel takes down another man. Rebel, it's just an absolute assassinator, takes down another man at TDK. Legend is trying to fight back in this situation. Rebel's quite low. Rebel's not going to have a lot of time in his hands.
Yeah, definitely, but he gets up, tries to take a few more shots. This one is not going to connect. It was an important pickup for Rebel, just taking down Jane. He has been a big threat for everyone up until now, but let's see Legend. He knows exactly where Rebel is. He sees him, but will he be able to take him out? The answer is no. Legend has been taken care of. Now trying to kill just one last player remaining, Sandesh, but he does take down the Danger Man from the side of DRS. It's Killer Whitey, Sandesh, and Godless. 3 players, 1 from each team. Who will be the reason that their team gets those 15 points from this matchup? Sandesh, his teammates are moving forward to try and scout out the position of the opposition, but it's not going to work as Jane's elimination has been picked up. Legends, he's closing in on Rebel's position to allow Sandesh to just see, or in fact just try and achieve that that extra step of knowing where Killer Whitey is going to be. But now it's a complete 1v1. Everyone else is gone from this lobby, Necro. Between IHC, DRS, trained to kill, so desperate for this win.
This is going absolutely crazy. Godless as Ball is still alive from IHC. As I said, I like the thought process of IHC in this entire situation. Unfortunately, one of the players got picked up by Rebel. DRS, they're out for blood. The soldiers want it in their hands, but on the other hand, they're trying to kill. They're not going to let that happen that easily. IHC too, they're having that push to play around with Godless. A lot of hopes from this push indeed, and Killer YT wants to move in from the right side. If Killer YT gets spotted out here, Godless is going to get a free elimination on his pants because he's right next to each other. Look at this. Godless, somewhere down line, does sense a fear on this direction, so he's just looking at that direction. Trying to scout the areas out. Doesn't exactly know where Killer YT is going to be shifting towards. Sundesh gives away a bit of sound cues, and that's going to be it. Sundesh's position compromised. Godless stands on up. Godless trying to flip things around, but no! He's trying to kill, kicking things off with a great no. Sundesh clutches it out.
And once again, another chicken dinner being taken away from the hands of IHC. Godless, the patience shown in that final few moments was very...
तेरे बहुत नहीं है अलिकति पछि बिरालो आएर लड्नु
अझ गएर ग्रेनेड हानेर नक गराएर बोकेर दौडिनु पर्यो भने त अझ उठेर भाग्यो नि
बिरालो खाले त दिएर त्यो बिरालो लड्नु
जहाँ गयो नि भयो
कतै 2-4 बार जास् त नम्बर फरलाई पेले नोड्यो
टिफोन एक्सटी कार आम्मा
I got supplies. I got supplies. I got supplies. I got supplies.
सामो दुश्मन ने चेपो.
Watch out!
Team match, let's go.
First point for the red team. Reloading.
Mark the location.
Killed. Clear. Cover me. Reloading. Target down. Oh!
Mark the location. Mark the location.
Killed. Killing spree for the red team. Cover me. Reloading.
누가 맞았지도 진짜 머리가 없지.
Cover me. The red team
Watch out.
in the lead. Reloading.
Mark the location.
Expired. Cover me.
Watch out.
Dead. Reloading.
Watch out.
Cover me. Enemy down.
Be careful, you're losing the game.
The red team is about to win. Killing spree for the red team. Expired.
Red team victory.
Watch out.
Big Show.
Team match. Let's go.
First point for the red team. Target down. Reloading. Dad, cover me. Reloading! Cover me! Watch out! Reloading! Cover me! Dead! Killing spree for the blue team! Killed! Reloading!
Marked a location.
Cover me! Clear! Killed! Reloading! Enemy down! The blue team is in the lead. Cover me! No mercy! Reloading! Expired! Cover me!
Marked a location.
Reloading! Nice shot! Cover me!
Marked a location.
Reloading!
Marked a
Expired!
location.
Cover me! Target down!
Great. You're about to win.
The red team doesn't have a lot of time left.
Watch out!
Dead! Reloading! Enemy down! Cover me!
Marked a
Blue
location.
team victory.